But yeah, as you can see, the camera would focus right now. I accidentally just pressed the up button, so yeah. Camera will focus enough on that. Come on. Come on, camera. There we go. Yep, it's pretty broken on the bottom, but it still spins. Basically, Orbiter, he orbits around his opponent, but yeah, I don't think this is gonna... He doesn't last that long anymore. But, yeah. This is my test opponent. Like, I literally do not have another screw. Because if I had another screw, I would actually be able to test 2 bleyblades out, but it would work with this. So, on to the battle. Alright, so we got Orbiter in the ring. Hopefully he doesn't die. Well, actually, he just died. I don't know how I'm going to record this. You know what? Yeah, guys, I think you guys are going to have to miss the jumping action. Because I really don't know where to put him. Well, let's try this again, but upside down this time. Alright. And then I'll get you, once I get him in the ring, jump ring. Well, you guys lucky enough. Your opponent is right there. What are you doing? Yeah, he's not like retraction. He doesn't follow his opponent. Yes, probably would have been a lot better. Doesn't can hand spin him, I guess. Oh, look at that. He's dead. Orbiter's dead. Yeah, I was gonna fight him against a blade, but now I know he has no chance at all. Hand spinning. See, look at that. That's enough damage. That's a lot of damage right there. But yeah, he likes to jump, as you can see. He likes to jump. He jumped out of the ring once. So yeah. Electric jumper and kill. Now, if we were to see his electric event, basically he would just like make the other player actually stump up a little bit because of his electric power by basically jumping. And that's basically his electric ability. So yeah, this is an electric jumper and kill. So now we're going to go to the next one, which is basically Orbiter again. She'll see you in that one. Alright, so this is Orbit. Orbiter or Orbit, whatever. It's basically that top as a Blade, but better. Because this thing is hard to stop spinning. And also, it actually ends up spinning the opposite way that was thrown. Eventually, it'll just like spin the other way. But yeah, when hand spun, he actually like orbits around. And same thing with a launcher, but that literally takes a while. So hand spinning him is like the best, I guess. So now we're about to see the two fight. All right, go Orbiter. And time for the other one. See, they're orbiting each other. See, this is basically what happens every single time. He just orbits around the opponent and then eventually just starts hitting them one by one. We actually had good luck here. Get to see his hand spin power. I'm not gonna launch him because it was actually gonna hand spin all these guys because I want you to see the action. Yeah, because I did have another thing planned, but I'm gonna do like something like actually go over. So, yep. And he's finally dead. Yeah, it takes a long time, but that was Orbiter in action. And for the next one, it's probably gonna look the same. It's just like in a different, lot different. So here we go. On to the next one. Alright, so this is Tornation. I know what you're thinking. Tornation? This doesn't look like no tornado. Well, if his ability would work, you would be very wrong. This guy is like over there, but 2.0. And if he got to his level 3 ability, which he's at like level 2, I guess. If he wanted to go to his level 3 ability, he would have spun around something really. Because if he wanted to get his level 3 ability, he would like basically tornation at level 3. He would spin around the opponent so fast that they would end up like stop. They would like end up slowing down so fast, and eventually just like launch at the opponent, eventually killing them. It's basically level 3 tornation ability. It's actually hard to actually get, because sometimes it can only activate inside those good rings. But yeah, this is tornation. It's a level 2 streak, and if you can get lucky, you can see why it's kind of called tornation. So on to the battle. All right, come on, Orbiter, we got this. And go tornation. See that? He's orbiting around the opponent. Yeah, sometimes he actually goes out of tune. Just like that. See, that's basically like level 2. They'll go around the opponent, but then sometimes they go out of league, but then eventually they find the opponent. It takes a while to get this thing in actual action. But we'll try this again. Alright, hopefully I have better luck this time. Alright, go over there. Go tornation. There we go, we got one hit. Yeah. He's in the corner. Oh, his opponent stopped. Oh no! He hit the walls and died. Well, I guess we got a little bit lucky to see what he does at level 2. This guy could actually manage. Alright, so now it's time to go. This next one is actually a very heavyweight. So, you'll see why. I call him his name. So, to the next one. So this is my strongest and also weakest blade out of all of them. And this guy is pretty heavy. Like, I think if you were to weigh him on like one of those weighing things, he'd like weigh a bit much. I don't know how much he would weigh, but he's like a bit heavy at the most if you're holding him in your human hand. But yeah, I call him the strongest, and then I call him the weakest. He's strong because this guy is called knockback. Basically, any opponent that hits him will severely get knocked back into the wall. Possibly getting hit really hard. Basically killing them. But I call it weakest because if they don't severely die from damaged hit, this guy will eventually stop spinning after a while. And that's because this guy is top heavy. Well, at least in this element, he's top heavy because if I put him in the fire one, he's actually a bit better. But basically, he's a little top heavy, and so like by one hit, he could possibly stop. Like he could possibly just stop spinning really quickly. He runs out of stamina very quickly because of his top heaviness, and eventually he'll stop. So hopefully this guy can actually hit Orbiter, so we can get some of that action to the battle. All right, we're gonna send Orbiter in, and then now we're gonna send Knockback in. Alright. See, look at that. He hit him first. They get knocked back. Now, if this were an actual other Beyblade, which actually I think I could show you because if I hand spin it correctly, so it won't burst off, we could have two Beyblades up in here because it doesn't really. It's jumper and kill, but without the screw because the bottom part actually fits in really well. So I think we can make this work again. So, be right back. So basically, the bottom came off. A little bit sick. But yeah, this is jumper and kill without the screw. And basically this happens. He is literally fine without a screw. And so now we put in knockback. Look at that, see? They didn't get affected that much. He will literally stop spinning at most. And if he gets edged on the corner, on one of his corner sides, which is actually a bad thing because Orbiter and Tornation are the only ones that are supposed to do that. Jump and kill can, as long as he doesn't, screw it up. But yeah, if he ends up on the side, he will stop spinning immediately because of his top heaviness. Let's do this again. Alright, here we go. Alright, jump, burn, kill, and then knockback. Oh, come on. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's basically what happens when another Beyblade interferes with this one. And see? And he stops like a few minutes after. He doesn't keep on going after one hit. Basically, he's done for if he gets hit really good with a knockback ability. If they get knocked back, he's done for. He's literally done for. Well, he will suddenly, after a few minutes, he will stop spinning because stop heaviness and that hit. That was actually pretty cool. You actually got to see him explode at his opponent. But yes, these guys will keep alive for probably like a minute, probably a few seconds before dying out. So if the Beyblade survived and just came back to it, he would knock the opponent back, and if they didn't get hit so hard, this Beyblade would probably get flung out the ring, unless it's like a barrier. He would just get flung out the ring because of how hard he hits. I'm not even kidding. He hits so hard, as you can see from that experience. But yeah, that's kind of why I call him the weakest, because he easily runs out of stamina. But now we're gonna go on to one of the bays that probably won't work. But since I don't have to use that bottom right there, I think we're gonna be fine. But actually, darn me, I actually do, because the fact that this actually won't come off. I think if it comes off, it's just gonna break. So I have to use this one, because this one is actually willing to move, and not this one. So yep, I think we're just gonna show it off with Orbiter. Huh? Well, it was a nice try. I'll see you on the next Beyblade. Alright, so this is the Beyblade that is the hardest to get the ability to work. This one's ability is so hard to get to work. I don't know why, because the first time it actually worked, the first few times a couple of it worked, and after that, it just stopped doing its job. This one is retraction. And you're probably thinking, doesn't retraction mean retract mean come back to its opponent? Come back? Well, basically, yes, I think so, but this guy's ability, it's actually very cool. Now, for luckily enough, this one to actually work, retraction's ability is actually, so once you place this Beyblade on the battlefield, and if it goes away from if it's a big battlefield, mainly this will work. If it goes away from the opponent, eventually find its opponent and immediately comes to the opponent and hits it. Eventually, it will keep on doing it until either it dies or the opponent dies. Sometimes it actually even goes to the opponent even though it's dead and just hits it again. It was pretty cool the first few times. I don't know if we're going to get lucky, but we are going to test it out. Alright. Go Orbiter. And now retraction. See. Oh! That was a hit. Dang. Oh, it's not going back. I'm gonna have to redo Orbiter because this thing takes long to die. Oh, come on. Retraction. Your opponent is over here. Retract. Come on. Well, there goes retraction. It didn't work. Let's try it again. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Retraction. Sometimes you just say its name. When it goes, come on, your opponent is right there. Retract. Retract to it. Why are you out of energy? Why are you out of stamina? Basically, level's a tie right there if that were actual match. We'll try this again. Man, retraction just doesn't want to work today. Alright, come on, Orbiter, you got this. And now retraction. Retract to your opponent. Jeez. Alright, there's one hit, come on. You know where your opponent is. Go back to your opponent. Sometimes it works after one hit. It's right there. Come on. Retraction. Don't do me like this. Alright, well. Retraction didn't mean like that. But I have 2 retractions, so hopefully the other one works. Like, it just had to do me like that. I'm disappointed in you. Disappointed. See if the other retraction works. Alright, so this is the other retraction ability that I have. Yeah, this one also worked, but I don't know if it's going to work. Just like the other retraction. Because that one was the original. This one was the secondary. Secondary one that I actually came up with. And yes, it's used the same one as tornation, but bottom is different. As you can see. So we're going to try this again. Oh, gosh, this is 16 minutes. Oh, this is going to be a long time. Alright. To the battle. Now, hopefully this one will just work. Alright. Orbiter. And retraction. Come on, your opponent is right there. Come on. Go to it. It was literally about to work. Your opponent is right there. Come on, you know how to retract. Alright, we're gonna try this again. What is up with these retractions, man? They're not working. They just don't want to go to their opponent. Or maybe I have to put him in first, and then he'll find the opponent. I guess so. Retraction. Orbiter. Wait, is he about to fight? No, don't go the other way. Don't go. Your opponent is not over there. It's right here. Alright, we'll try this again. Alright. Retraction. Yeah, you finally leaves over here at least. And, Orbiter. Why were you touching the sides? Alright, come on. Retraction. Your opponent is right there. Come on. All you have to do is just go over. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Alright. I'm gonna retraction doesn't want to work. Alright, I'm just gonna spin it and see if it actually finds it when it's dead. Alright, come on, retraction. Just find your opponent. Your opponent is not over here. Come on, you got this. Just find your opponent. Oh, find your opponent. Come on. You know where he is. Stop going to the wall. You know where your opponent is. Sorry guys. I guess retraction didn't want to work today. Oh yeah, that was the infamous retraction. Hopefully he works in the future videos, but that was the 2 retractions. So, on to the next one. Alright, so I think this one was actually infection. And infection, the ability means that if this guy hits you your Beyblade possibly once or twice, or how many times it takes for it to get infected by this controlling beast. Once it gets hit, eventually the Beyblade will start to ditzy out. It will like start spinning away from its opponent, probably going into some corner, and that's basically infected ability. It will just infect the other Beyblade to make it ditzy around, probably just like go out of control, probably. And it just won't do what it's trying to do. I'm starting to have a feeling that this ability actually worked on the retraction for some reason. But yeah, basically it will mess up your Beyblade if it gets infected. But it's like the level 2 ability. Level 1 ability is just like it gets hit, and sometime later it just dies It just dies automatically. And I don't know what the level 3 sprite is, but let's get to the battle, because this video is getting way too long. Alright, to the battle. I'm gonna have to make a part 2 of this. Yeah, probably. Alright. Orbiter, and this is infected, I think. It was actually... See? I guess it inherited, like, the level 1 ability. See, it, like, immediately just started to die. From one hit. Oh! See? Immediately it died. Like, over there trying to go on top, and he just got flung away. Flung away and started just going onto the wall instead of, like, going anywhere else. So, at least we got to see this one in action. Well, guys, I guess that's gonna have to do it for now. I'll make a part 2 of this video. Make a part 2 of this for sure. And now I get to show you the other beyblades. And you know, eventually I'm gonna look for some more beyblade parts, because these might not be my only ones. I might have more, but just never saw them. So yeah, and I might find that screw too. So yeah. So see you in the next video, guys. Hopefully my beyblades appeased you. And hopefully you're not too upset about retraction, because I am disappointed in him for not working. But have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe and like. And comment about which one was your favorite. And I'll probably put in the description all the names, because I didn't get to get all of them. And there's probably some more out there. And as I said, this one is in the Metal Fusion series, and I don't have the exact names. But if any of these are actually a beyblade from that series, feel free to tell me in the comments, and I'll eventually get it right. So, have a good day, and bye.